Hey Dustin, thank you for joining us here today in the Media Centre. A fourth Ryder Cup for you. Here in France, it's obviously a stunning setting and a stunning course, but what have you enjoyed so far, or has it been up to your expectations this week in the team room and just the general atmosphere?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the fans here have been great. It's golf course is really good. I've enjoyed the events we've had. Last night was a really nice event at the Palace, and to get together with both teams, and we had a really nice dinner. So that was a lot of fun. And it's I haven't been here, haven't played here, until I got here Monday, and but the golf course is really good. I think it's a really good test of golf. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. These matches, they're gonna be tough, especially alternate shots. Going to be, definitely be interesting around here because these fairways are pretty narrow, and you got to hit very quality shots if you want to, make a good score.
Sure. We're going to open straight up for questions then for Dustin. So if anyone wants to start. We're going. Doug, do you want to go in the middle? Mic 3, please.
You found yourself, I wouldn't say frustrated, but having to pull back reins on not hitting driver as much as you might on other courses, like Hazeltine last year?
Well, yeah, this golf course is what it calls for. It doesn't really give you an option to do it. The holes. There's some long holes, but obviously a lot of the par fours they're not too long, but they play longer because they kind of limit how far you can hit your tee balls. But around here it's all about getting in the fairway. You don't have to hit a driver. A lot of holes, most of them really don't let you hit a driver unless, the fairways are really narrow where a driver would go. So, but. You can still hit, if you hit quality iron shots off the tee or 3-woods, you still can get some short irons in your hand, and, but you have to play from the fairway.
Just going to go mic 1 with Karen at the front.
Dustin, you've been practicing a lot with Ricky. If you two end up being a pairing, why would that be a good one, do you think?
Yeah, if we end up playing together, I think we'd be a pretty good team. We get along very well. I think our... the way we approach, if we are playing together, I think, we feed off each other pretty well, and we've definitely, we've practiced some together this week, so we're comfortable playing with each other. Whatever the captain decides, though, is what we're going to go with, and if I do end up playing with Ricky, I think we're a pretty solid team.
We're going mic 3 over here. No? No? Are we going? Anyone? Next question? I think he's a bit shy. We're going back to... Oh, here we go. Yeah, mic 1 just there. Thank you.
Dustin, do you think you've inflicted any kind of psychological blow by knocking Justin Rose back off the #1 ranking and reclaiming that coming into this week?
I didn't understand what he...
A psychological advantage of being world #1 instead of Justin.
Sure.
Enough said.
I guess it depends on how you look at it. For me, yeah. I like being 1.
And on that, we're going to go mic 3 over there.
How many pictures do you think you took last night?
No comment.
Karen, we'll go with you, mic 1, please.
Dustin, beginning in 2008, from that point forward, you had the most active wins on the PGA Tour, 19, until Sunday. Tiger actually tied you with his win, and I'm wondering what is your reaction to that he, of all people, would be the one to tie you after missing as much as he has?
Yeah, well, Tiger playing well, getting his first win in quite a while is I mean, it's great for the game. It's great for me. It's great for everyone involved in the game of golf. You know, him playing well it's only good for everyone. So I'm glad to see it, and I want to beat him at his best. And I feel like right now he's starting to get back to where he's very good. And so, you know, for me, especially when I first came out on tour, I mean, that was that time when he was playing his best, and to see him get back there after, you know, quite a while off is, you know, I think is very impressive, and I'm glad to see it.
Can you go Mike too, John?
I'm glad he's on my team this week too.
Dustin, have you been told you'll play all 5?
Excuse me?
Have you been told that you will play all 5 matches?
I have not been told. No,
Have you been told how many you will play?
I have not.
Okay,
I would imagine I'll at least play one.
We'll go Mike 3, please, with Doug.
For a guy who allegedly has no pulse, how did you feel at Wales in your first Ryder Cup, and what do you think it'll be like with an arena the likes of which a Ryder Cup hasn't seen before?
Yeah, I mean, my first Ryder Cup at Wales, you know, even though the weather was, you know, not great, it was still, you know, an unbelievable scene around the first tee. And for me, it was probably one of the most nervous I've ever been on a tee box. I mean, I get nervous every time I'm on the first tee. But that one, I was sure glad that I was hitting a driver, for sure. It would not have been a fun shot with something else. Just because, you know, for me, it was my first one. I was so excited, and, you know, there's so many fans around, you know, cheering and singing, and, you know, the crowd, it was very impressive, especially being my first Ryder Cup. But yeah, I mean, I expect tomorrow to be, you know, more. I mean, with those grandstands around the first tee, and, you know, all the people that are going to be there, it's going to be very exciting. I think the crowds here, it's going to be a lot of people out there. It's going to be a lot of people cheering for the other team, but I think we'll still have a good amount of fans out there, and, you know, the crowd here seems to be fairly respectful. So obviously that could all change tomorrow, but I wouldn't expect anything less. It's you know, obviously you're pulling for your home team, but I'm up for the challenge. On the first tee, I'll be feeling it for sure.
I'm going to go Mike 1, just in the middle.
Dustin, the U.S., you know, a lot has been talked about this streak of 25 years not winning a Ryder Cup in Europe. For the younger guys on this team, and for you that have played a few, what kind of motivator is that this week?
I mean, for me, that's not really the motivation. You know, I don't really need any motivation. I'm coming here. I'm playing golf I'm representing my country because I want to win. I'm not coming over here just to play. I think all the guys on the team feel that way. We've got a really good group of guys. We're all very close. I feel like, you know, we've got a very strong team, and I mean, we're coming over here to compete, and I feel like it's going to be a really good match. I think it's, you know, like it has the past few years, or the past few Ryder Cups, it's going to come down to the singles matches, and I feel like it's probably going to be fairly close, you know, coming into Sunday and coming down to the last few matches. You know, that's kind of been the trend the last, you know, few Ryder Cups are the ones I've played on, so I wouldn't expect anything less, and I think they're going to fight hard just like we are, and, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great week for golf, great week for all the spectators, and, you know, you're going to see some good matches.
We've got time for a few more questions, so Mike 4 in the middle, please.
Dustin, have you settled on a putter and a putting grip that you're going to use this week?
Nope. I'm going to surprise you tomorrow. Yeah, no, I'm a putt, just like I was at the Tour Championship, left-hand low. And with the same putter.
Are we any more?
Not changing.
Any more questions here at all? I think we are done. Thank you, Dustin, for your time.
Thank you.
All the best.